What's up, guys? I'm sorry it was so long, but we are finally 2018 Backyard Golf is here. I have a new course this year. It's my motto, new year, new course. We have 9 holes this year. I'm sorry it took so long, but we had a very dry spring. The grass did not grow. It's starting to grow now, but it didn't grow at all, so we couldn't walk on it because it was still dead. We've had no rain. It's like 30 degrees today, but I want to just give you a little tour of the course today. I'll play it another time. And this white stuff here is from the blossoms in the tree. It's the best time of year to play because it looks so nice. So we have 9 holes. It's a par 36, 2 par 3s, 2 par 5s, and the rest par 4s. The first hole starts here. It is a par 4. You have to hit your tee shot right in there. You have to be careful. There's water right behind. You may remember this hole from last year. And then the second shot's the toughest part. All the way in there. You gotta go across the water. OB is over the fence. When there's no wind, the shot's pretty straightforward. But when there is wind, it could get pretty difficult. This green is not in very good shape this year because, as I said, it's still pretty dead. It's starting to grow because it's new and all that. So this is the worst green on the course. Everything else is really good, but it's a pretty tough first hole. Par is actually pretty good. And if you do hit it in the water, you gotta go drop back there, which makes it even more tougher. So yeah, that's the first hole. And the second hole is the signature hole, number 2. It is a par 3 to that blue flag. It's a new hole from last year. Sorry it's so loud, it's the air conditioner, but you have to hit your tee shot across. This is water here. And to the green is here. It's hard to tell because I couldn't cut it very much because it's still dead, but from back there, I'll show you again. It's a very tough shot because water, you cannot be long or left. You can be anywhere short or right. You have lots of room, but you can't go long or left, and when there's wind, that could make it a whole lot tougher, but it is kind of the signature hole. It's a neat hole. It's a very neat hole, and it is a birdie possibility. So even a hole-in-one if there's no wind. But yeah, so that's the second hole. And we got to walk to the front yard for the third. Holes 3 to 7, then the final 2 are back in the backyard. You can see we dug out a shrub here. We have to dig it out. We're doing spring stuff here. So the third hole starts down here. I still have to put the tee markers up yet. I haven't done that yet, but it's a par 5. You know this hole from last year, you may remember. Did your tee shot over this shrub here. This is down the fairway here. You can kind of tell it's still a little bit dead, but if you can hit it far enough up there off the tee shot, it is reachable. The green is in the corner there. But if you do hit it down here off the tee, it is just a layup to the top there and behind the lilac bush. You have to be far enough or you're blocked out. And then second shot, or third shot, is just in here. And I say it again, if you watch my last year's videos, every time I record, the pin is always right there. There's a bunker in front, there's a bunker right there. And this is the most interesting green on the course because since it's dirt, we can't grow grass here because it won't grow. It's kind of tucked away in the corner, so I can make contours and stuff. It's really neat. So I have some ridges here I'll give you. You can see it goes up, then down, then back up, and then back down. So it's very easy to go to the front pin and to hit it all the way to the back. So you'll have a very interesting putt, very 3-puttable. But yeah, that's the third hole. First par 5 of the day, first of 2. And we have a bit of a hike to the fourth hole now. I couldn't get the closest walk, but that's okay. The fourth hole's an interesting one. So, the fourth hole starts right there. It is a par 4. You have a few different options on this hole. You can lay it up into there, which is the easiest route. You can lay it up over there also, or you can try going for it. But where today's pin is cut back left, you're best to go right in here because you have a fairly decent angle for your approach. Everything runs towards the water here on the left, which is the sidewalk. and this driveway is also water. But from this area, if the pin is cut in the middle part of the green, it's a better angle, but not for this pin because there is a deep little pot bunker just short left of this pin, you can see. So you got to make sure you don't want to be in there, so you can land your approach shot anywhere here, and it will just funnel its way towards the hole. So it's, when there's wind, it's like all the other holes, it's tough, but today there's no wind, so it's a birdie hole. So yeah, that's the 4th hole. So the 5th hole starts right here. It is a par 4 to that white flag you see. Now this one, you have a few options. You can go for the green, it is reachable, or you can just lay up in there or in there. That's not a very popular option, but it's still an option. But there is water all the way down the right, so you got to be careful, and there's some trees and shrubs left, you could run into trouble. But if you lay up to here, just a simple pitch onto the green, and the green's pretty straightforward, just a shrub here and a tree there. You don't want to be into in water right, but this is a definite birdie hole, because there's some tough holes coming up, so this is when you want a birdie. And yeah, if you do lay up, if you can bail out over here to the left, but you got a tricky shot. So it's a very easy hole. I mean, it's fairly easy if there's no wind, but it is definitely a birdie hole. And then the 6th hole starts down here. It's a par 4 again, straight up, a very narrow tee shot through this little chute. You don't want to hit these trees, and if you go left, you will be blocked out with the house here. You can't go right because there's bushes there. So you just want to land it somewhere in here from down there. It's a very narrow tee shot, but in here, and you got another little wedge onto the green here. Same green as hole 3. You just want to make sure you carry the bunker and kind of keep it in here. So it's a tougher par 4. Not as easy as the last one, but it's still birdieable. Got the weird green again, and then the 7th hole starts back here. It is the last par 5 of the day. Straight tee shot, straight back, just past the eaves trough there. You want to land it. You have to make sure you're far enough on this tee shot, or else you will be blocked out. And if you are far enough, see there's a tree here. If you're anywhere here, you're blocked out. But if you are far enough to here, you can go for the green in 2, which is way back there. Or you can lay up into that little spot there. But you have to make sure you're far enough off the tee, but if you're not, you could try to just run something out there, or you just wedge it out over here, and then you have a longer 3rd shot. But if you do lay up here, it's a pretty easy shot. You're coming from a different angle to this green than the other one. Just across the water. Want to make sure you carry the little false front here, it will run back. And yeah, same as last, so you don't want to be left because it all runs down towards the water. You can see it's very uphill, so it will kick down to the water if any shot lands left of this pin. So it's the toughest hole in the golf course. It's a very tricky hole. Par on this hole will not kill you. It is a very tough hole. So now we go back to the backyard for the final 2 holes, 8 and 9. It's a bit of a walk. A few of these holes are kind of ways apart, but that's okay. So the 8th hole starts here, tee box here. It is the last par 3, a long par 3, another tough hole to the green in there, same hole as the 1st hole. Yeah, so you got to carry the water and just across and into right there. But here, I'll show you again. If you're not feeling confident with this tee shot, you can always lay up to that fairway there, because it's a very easy shot from in front there. But you don't benefit anything. You're still getting up and down for par anyways. But there's trouble left, trouble right, trouble short, and trouble long. So it is a very tough hole. And then the last hole is a par 4. Hole number 9. A very easy hole. You just want to wedge it across the little water hazard there and that little fairway there. You have to make sure you're far enough again or you're blocked out. Just don't want to be right or short because of water in this fairway. Then just a basic chip shot onto the green. If you find the fairway, it is a very easy birdie hole, one of the easiest holes on the course. And that finishes off the course. So I will try to play for you later, but I'm so busy. I have golf tournaments and stuff. But I will try to get you some more videos. I like showing you guys my course here. It's a very neat. I like the design I made this year, and I also have like a mini stick arena and a putting green I ordered online in my basement. So it's kind of like another part of my golf course. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and maybe in the next 2 weeks or so I will try to post another video, an update, or a round of golf for you that I'll play. So thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.